In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my honest review, my experience towards Google Adsense Arbitrage using Facebook traffic. So if you pay attention to watch this video to the end, definitely you're going to understand the secrets a lot of people are hiding from you. And if it's the first time coming across to my channel, subscribe and turn the notification bell, and also help me to like this video if you really like what I'm doing, and also share my video to other platforms. So I'm going to be showing in-depth analysis on how to do arbitrage, and I'm going to be sharing my experience. So watching this video is going to be a life change to you if you really want to start investing in Facebook traffic and you want to use Facebook traffic to increase Google Adsense earning. You need to pay attention in this video. So let's go. Before I continue, let me refresh this page so you will see it's real and it's not fake screenshot or what editing or edited photo or whatever you people call it. But let me refresh it again. Now I'm going to be talking about my experience. I'm not the kind of person that hide something. I like giving out real information so you can be able to know how to go about it. One of the things that I've figured out in terms of arbitrage using Facebook traffic, let's discuss about how to avoid Facebook not to ban your ad account first, because this is the place we are going to be buying traffic, and this is the main place a lot of people get stuck. And the reason is because you're not doing it right. Because if we jump and start talking about the AdSense part, we are going to get it wrong. Let's start with the place we're going to be buying the traffic. So the foundation is important before we talk about laying a block. So the first thing I'm going to do, if you have your ad accounts, I'm going to go to my ad manager and I'm going to explain one important keys you need to understand. You need to pay attention when doing arbitrage. You need to understand this particular secret that I want to leak out. Don't allow money to finish on your ad account. Okay, I'm using this fresh ad account to explain something. If you have a new ad account with Facebook, with this ad manager, and you want to start buying traffic, please avoid anything that have to be once you fund money, the money have to finish before you fund another one. No, if you want your account to stay safe, don't allow money to finish on your ad manager account. Let's say, for example, you are funding every week 8,000 naira. That means if it goes down to 1,000 naira, fund it back again. Don't allow money to finish on your ad account. And secondly, again, there are some certain things you need to avoid in doing Facebook arbitrage, buying Facebook traffic, pushing it to Google Adsense. The first thing is make sure that you have money on your ad account. Secondly is to mind the type of works you use, the type of works and the pictures you use. Make sure you use pictures that are not pointing to adult stuff. Okay, now let me also explain this thing very well. Maybe I'm going to do a full video on how to do audience targeting, but let's just watch it, and in my next video I'm going to be giving a full detail about how to set up a campaign in Facebook. And once you set up the campaign, you can easily use that pattern that I will show on that video to help yourself to run a successful arbitrage. But let me also discuss some basic thing. So this is one thing I've seen a lot of people do. They avoid they don't fund money enough. They allow their money to finish. This will attract Facebook to start doing some investigation on your account, why the money you funded are finished. Make sure you have up to date. If your money is going down to 1,000, you fund back. Now the next thing you're also going to do when you're targeting is traffic. That's what we want. And if we click continue, there is something I want to explain here. So it's very, very important you listen. So when you are doing this arbitrage, the only thing I will also discuss here is what I called let me go back. So here in audience targeting, a lot of people target let me scroll down. So I have to scroll down and make it very simple. Instead of sending traffic to category, one of the things that I've figured out, one of my friends have told me, he said sending traffic to the category is going to lower down your CPC, which I've experienced. But sending traffic direct to your content, direct to the particular content, is going to increase your CPC. So sending traffic to category is going to affect your CPC. Okay, now the next thing we're also going to understand here in targeting, this is something I want to review here. Here a lot of people do target Nigeria, and if you have listened to me where I talk about how to target audience in native ad, I've discussed about narrowing it down to the country, to the city under those country. Let's say, for example, in Nigeria, I prefer to target Lagos, I prefer to target Abia State, I prefer to target Enugu State, I prefer to target in USA, I prefer to target some states in USA instead of targeting the whole country. Now this will help me to economize my money instead of the algorithm to carry my campaign within the circle of Nigeria. Is going to carry it within the circle of Lagos. My money is not going to be wasted, and it's going to be very easy for me to figure out my audience. I don't know for you, but this is something I found out for myself, and I stick to it, and I still believe in it. Instead of targeting Nigeria as a country, I target states. Okay, so the Facebook algorithm is not going to take time to figure out my audience. They're just going to push my campaign to Abia State, or to Lagos State, or to Abuja, or to Enugu. Those people in that city, most of them are going to convert very fast, and it's going to take time for my ad to optimize within the period of 3 days. But if you target Nigeria, before your CPC and everything is going to balance, and the traffic Facebook is going to start pushing to your links, it's going to take time. If you target Nigeria, it may take a long period of 1 week. But if you have a lot of budget, you have money to spend, it's not going to take that much longer if you target Nigeria. But if you're working on budget, please narrow it down to target states. That's the main key that I want to just disclose here in audience targeting. Instead of targeting Nigeria, target Abuja, target Lagos, target Enugu, target Kaduna, target Katsina, anywhere you want to target. Just narrow it down to states instead of targeting the whole country. So another thing I want to discuss here again. So another thing I want to also discuss here again is traffic. If you don't have Google traffic, this is where the problems comes in. If you stop sending traffic from Facebook, ad limit is going to visit you. But my experience, more than 3 weeks now, I'm sending traffic to a website that I don't have any Google traffic, and the only thing I do is to keep the traffic coming instead of stopping. So if you know that you don't have enough organic traffic, make sure you fund your Facebook with the amount. If you're going to be spending every day 500, but once your CPC started balancing, make sure you increase your budget to 1.5 or any amount you can afford to 30 days. Don't stop the ad. Anybody that is doing arbitrage that don't have money don't even need to do arbitrage. That's the honest truth. So I don't know if it's going to make you angry if you are watching me right now. If you don't have money, don't do arbitrage. Don't do Facebook arbitrage. Either you lose your Facebook account and also enter ad limits on your Google AdSense. So the only thing to keep yourself going is to calculate yourself. If you're going to be spending 90,000 naira every month, that means you're going to set the budget to work with that 90,000 naira till 30 days. Okay, and before the next 30 days, the next month is going to enter, make sure you find another 90,000 to carry you along to the 90 days. With this, the traffic is constant without dropping, and with this, there's 97% or 89% chances you're not going to get ad limits if you don't have enough traffic. Now, but one of the things I also want to disclose right now, if you don't have enough organic traffic, like this account don't have organic traffic, and I spend approximately, depending on the earning, most times I earn over $21 with just 4,000 to 3,000 naira and 3,600 naira, approximately $5 or $3. So what it means is that when I spend this money, when I spend this amount of money, if I have organic traffic and send this type of traffic from Facebook, is going to join and give me a profitable return on investment. But though I'm still getting a return on investment, okay, but if you want your return on investment to go to X3, X4, which means if you put 5,000 naira, for example, you got up to 15 to 20. Let's say, for example, you invest 5,000. Okay, that means you're going to get your 5,000 naira times 4. Okay, if you have organic traffic. But if you don't have organic traffic and you send the traffic from Facebook to your Google AdSense website, there's probability your return on investment may be 1 time or 2. Okay, but if you have organic traffic down with the Facebook traffic you are buying, is going to exit to 3, 4, or 6, or 7, depending on how you optimize your content. Okay, and in my next video I may be discussing about content strategy that is going to work for arbitrage, for Facebook arbitrage, buying Facebook traffic, pushing it to Google AdSense. I may discuss about the content. So if you like my video right now and you're watching to this point, there's reason why you need to also watch to the end, because I'm also going to discuss a lot of things. Now, one thing I have also said here, which I point out, is that if you want to get a good profit, not something like this figure is very, very poor to me, because I decided to test run this, because I have seen a lot of people say, why not you just test run most of the things you teach here? It's not that I don't want to test run. I already have so many projects that I'm building, so I'm a kind of person who don't like jumping from one project to another. When I stick to something, I stick to it and become perfect in it. I love native ads more than Facebook ads like Taboola, Rev Content, Ugemini, and Yahoo. Those places is how I know how to use them to buy traffic. I can navigate to narrow it down to buy any type of traffic from there and send to a website, and it's going to convert. But because of too much requests, I've seen a lot of people talking about it, saying, why not share your information about how you do arbitrage? I'm not doing it because I decide to do it this time around to just prove some point that I can do it, but not because I don't want to do it before, because of one thing or the other, and because I don't want to jam pack a project. Like, I don't like carrying along many type of projects in my hand. I need to work with one and become perfect in it. That's how I do my stuff. So this is just the only honest truth that I'm going to share. If you remember what I said, to avoid Facebook not to ban you, fund a lot of money that is going to carry you along till 1 month. To also avoid Google AdSense not to ban you, the best approach is to make sure you fund your Facebook ad steady. Make sure you fund it. The fund is going to reach you a month, so traffic is not going to drop, because once traffic drop a day, Google AdSense is going to limit your account. They're going to assume that you are sending a traffic that is not genuine. And once you have ad limit, there are 2 things or 3 or 4 things that can cause ad limit, but I'm going to mention one. Most times is to validate the traffic you're sending. So if the traffic keep on coming and drop, it's also going to cause ad limit. The reason why most of you are getting ad limit, if you still have a website that is receiving organic traffic, is when your website traffic, monitor it. If it drop and is not constant the way it used to be, AdSense is going to start validating your traffic to know the reason. So if it's them that really don't do it, like they hit you with Google code update and your website traffic drop, it can also cause ad limit. So nobody is above ad limit, but one of the easiest way to avoid ad limit when you're doing arbitrage is consistently in sending traffic in next 30 days till 30 days. Make sure if you're going to do the business in 6 months or 7 months, make sure that before we enter next month, make sure you fund a money that is going to carry you along to the next month. Keep on doing it that way. It's going to make your Facebook ad manager to be safe without getting any ban from Facebook or without getting any ad limit from Google AdSense. And that's just what I need to share today. And if you really want to learn more about arbitraging with Facebook, and also I have already reviewed that, instead of targeting one full country, target states. Okay, figure out those states that is performing very well in the content, or figure out that content that is going to perform very well to Lagos audience, to any state's audience. Find that content and use it. Let's say, for example, now if you want to create a content about loan for farmers, you're not going to target an Igbo man, you need to target an Hausa man. These are people, Kano, Katsina, those northern side, and some, I may not mention Yoruba. Okay, but when it comes to scholarship, if you target Ogun State, some Yoruba land, is going to perform very well. And when we're talking about loan for business, please target Igbo people, which is Southeast, Abia State and other states. Okay, some states you know that like doing business. That's just how to do arbitrage. I've already disclosed one of the secrets that I keep to myself, but the reason why I did it is just to make sure that a lot of you play safe. And if you have any other question concerning arbitraging or SEO, please make sure you ask me. Okay, see you guys in my next video. Peace.